Hey people of the grid, I'm in the town of Okotoks. There's Light Runner, there's a charging station. Ethan's at violin lessons. I've just dropped him off. My day started in Calgary. I was downtown. I got to go to the red hot center of where apps are developed for the iPhone, for Android, for the web, pretty much for anything. So it's like a developer den. It was pretty cool. Right now, I've just gotten some errands done. I dropped some stuff off in the car. Noisy here, and I've still got some time because Ethan's not done his violin lessons. I wanted to share something with you. If you haven't heard about it, it's pretty incredible news. It's from the Google camp, specifically from the Google AI camp, artificial intelligence and deep machine learning. A couple of days ago at I/O, their big event down in, I think it's in California, they demoed something that was pretty epic. Now what they demoed was their assistant, Google Assistant, using duplex AI, making a phone call to a hair salon and scheduling an appointment for a client. So basically, Google Assistant called into a hair salon, made an appointment, held a conversation with the girl at the hair studio, and once the appointment was locked in, it put it in the calendar on her Google phone, Android device. Look at that, there's another car charger. Okotoks, by the way, in native language means big rock. Big rock is an erratic. That was, it's just outside of town here, is this big rock that was transported by a glacier, deposited just outside the town of Okotoks. It's a pretty cool thing to see. You're not supposed to climb it, but everybody seems to miss the sign, which means the rock's gonna fall apart sooner than it should. Why do people do that? Anyways, back to the Google announcement. I'm super excited because it's caused a whole lot of discussion around what does this mean for us. People are talking about the morality of software impersonating a human, and should it have disclosed that it was, not a human? I believe it should. It will. This is the first step. This is beta stuff. They're just putting it out there. They're going to be working with it. I'm excited to see where this goes. I think we're like 5 years away from Skynet. I don't think so. We just got to keep an eye on it, but it's very, very interesting stuff. This is technology making life better for a lot of us. It's kind of like what I experience every day when I drive the Light Runner. Coming out here with Ethan, I put it on autopilot. There's rush hour traffic and people are driving all over. I want the car's eyes helping make sure that we get here safely as well, not just mine. So it's catching stuff that's going on all around us. Google Assistant, it's kind of doing the same thing. It's basically saying, look, I can deal with stuff. If you want a pizza, let me order the kind of pizza you like. I'll make it happen. And so it just takes these little things that eat up our time every day and automates it. I think that's pretty cool. I can't wait to see where it goes. So what do we got? I got to get Ethan. And then I got to go get Amelia. The problem we have now in our family is, especially with Ethan and Amelia, because they're older, they're our two oldest, they're starting to have scheduling items of their own, and so they're putting stuff into our family schedule that really affects Tammy and I, because we got to get them from point A to point B. The good news is that this year, Ethan is going to be getting his driver's license. He's going to be part of the solution. Yeah. And what Amelia has done today, Friday night, is she said, well, after school, I'm going to go over to this friend's house, and then we need to get from this friend's house to this friend's house, and then we need to get her from that friend's house home for supper, and then I need to get her from home. I'll send this. Sorry, Siri. And then I need to get her home from supper to her baseball practice tonight, and then back home. All of that stuff requires. But it's Friday night, and I'm excited for the weekend. I think there's going to be a bike ride in our weekend. The weather is looking up. Ready to go? You know it. Well, here we are. We're going off to Amelia's baseball game. Remember when I said Ethan's going to be baseball?
Practice.
Huh?
Practice.
Baseball practice. I said earlier Ethan's going to become part of the solution. He's actually a pretty decent driver.
Thanks, Dad. Hands on the wheel.
Hands on the wheel. Your statistics so far are really good.
No crashes.
No crashes. Let's just keep it that way. All right, drop off completed. How'd you feel?
Pretty good.
You like
Easy
driving?
money.
You like driving this car?
Yep.
Does it feel weird because it's bigger than the Leaf?
Nah, because I'm used to driving Mom's car too.
So you're adjusting to the sizes? That's awesome. You did good. Let's go home. The one other thing that was quite interesting that Google demoed at the I/O event was self-driving autonomous vehicles, fully autonomous vehicles. So basically very similar to Uber, where on your phone you would call up a car to come pick you up, you'd punch in the destination of where you want to go, this driverless car would just show up, you'd hop in, it takes you to the destination, charges you accordingly, done deal. So apparently, and I think this stuff is already ready to go. The tech is pretty much already there. We're just waiting for legislation to allow for it. That's going to be a game changer too, because it's going to take this whole idea of public transportation and take all of the bad parts out of it. It'll be like driving like we are now in a private enclosed space where you can, do some work, converse safely, and the car will just do the driving. It'll be just like the Johnny Cab in Total Recall, except hopefully it won't try to kill you at some point. Pretty cool stuff, I think. What do you think of that? Self-driving cars.
Seems pretty good. I mean, the thing where you have to pay it, I don't understand that.
You want a free ride? You got to pay for the bus. What do you expect?
You got to pay for the people driving. That makes sense because they're taking time out of your day. But then if you're paying for a car that's driving you, it's not taking time out of its day.
Yeah, but you know what it is? It's somebody like you or me or a business that owns a fleet of these cars. You think they're in it to like not make money? What are you, a communist?
Yeah. No.
You gotta pay for the service, so.
Yeah,
but you know what it will be.
Taxes should probably pay for that.
Well, maybe.
I'm thinking taxes.
Yeah, maybe it might. The thing is it will be cheaper to run that type of a fleet of vehicles than it would even be to run taxi cabs because you don't have to pay people.
Plus, if you make it electric, then it's even more cheap.
If you make it electric, it's even cheaper to run, which they, I believe, will be. Good news, I picked up Amelia. Bad news, I picked up a ticket as well while I was going to get Amelia. 5 kilometers, which is like 3 miles over the speed limit. Now, I was going a little faster than that. The officer was nice enough to lower it a touch. So what I'm going to do is you got to pay money, $89, and then you get demerit points, and we have a demerit system. You get 15 demerit points, you lose your license. I have no demerit points on mine, so I'm fine there. But if we go down to the courthouse on the day that's appointed on the ticket, you can kind of plead your case, and they'll either lower the fine or take the demerits away, or both sometimes. So I'm going to do that because once insurance finds the demerit points, then they like to bump up your insurance rates, and I don't want that. So yeah, fun times. Hey, Amelia and I were talking. This is a public service announcement. Apparently it's this weekend. It's Mother's Day.
Yeah.
It's Mother's Day this weekend. So do something nice for your wives, your moms, your grandmas or moms. Yeah, absolutely. So Amelia and I were planning what we're going to do. It's going to be good, right?
Hopefully.
It better be good. Because Amelia's responsible. It's going to be good. So yeah, think of something. Doesn't have to be big. Just do something nice. Let the moms in the world know that they're valued. Nobody loves us like a mom loves us. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
All right, guys. It is Friday night. We're at home, and we're thinking we're going to catch up on some Survivor. So we'll probably watch a Survivor, and we're going to watch a Lost in Space or two before we hit our beds. And hey, and I figured I needed some snacks, so I'm going to get chips and some, I don't know, whatever is at the convenience store here. I'm going to get some of it. That's it, guys. That's our Friday night. We're going into the weekend. We got some fun stuff planned. take a break. Remember Mother's Day, and have a great weekend. We'll catch up with you most likely tomorrow. Miker, out.